Teamwork playing for top 3.
All right, first match starting.
Into the hard point we go. Greenberg will be
CDL
on
hard point. Little grudge match.
Already getting stuck at it. Kenny with that first blood.
Excited about it.
And LA Thieves again, hard point. That is where they have set themselves up.
Slasher had a lot to say about teaching these guys how to play Call of Duty.
They are desperate and they need to be able to strike first. And so far, so good. Able to collect a decent chunk of time, keeping things nice and stable on the.
I feel like
even Simp and abeZy struggling to win some of their.
I feel like my instinct is that
a little bit hot
FaZe is
early
going
on.
to
He's
win,
up to
but the
3,
Thieves have been in better form right now.
It is a 50-50 battle right now for rotation.
Thieves definitely in better form.
And Cellium in the back.
Yeah, Cellium in the back.
FaZe
Important position to be in for now. Watch that Drazah play. He's trying to
But
make
we'll
sure the
see.
spawns up close. Looking at the spawns there for the members of the LA Thieves all over the place. 3 clean, make it 4 technically. There for the LA Thieves. That's going to be their hard point. P2 locked down. Trophies out. They are ready for the hit phase.
Both teams got about 20 seconds on the first hard point.
#1 hold team in the game with a perfect
see that
rotation
often. Usually,
like that. They just get to do the
I feel like they
easy
usually
part
just
at
give
this
up
point.
the first help for the most
Pushed out
part.
the jewels. You are funneling them in all
Play
just
for
2
control.
directions. It is ARs down the line. Kenny Pro, Drazah just over top of them. They write it down. That is as easy as it gets, but at least the trade portion coming through. FaZe, they want one more attack.
Get one more hit at it.
Damn.
Drazah deals damage to every
All 4
player.
of them just hit at once.
Octane there for the cleanups. Number 3
And they somehow held. Wow.
It's a sweet 4 in a row now for him. 7-1.
He's behind though. Did he spawn back
still
there?
Time going the way of the Thieves. aBeZy can't stop that either. Simp though might be able to for a moment. The last minute contest. Kenny toe to toe with one of the
Guess I
terrors.
should watch the mini
Deals
map more
with it. That's
closely.
another 15 in the bag for the LA Thieves.
Drazah might get dealt with though. Yeah, the trades are coming through. LA Thieves almost had like the perfect spawns at the old time to set themselves up on a rotation. But Atlanta FaZe, for the first time, able to slow things down, get a triple setup in and around kitchen. You even have Slasher being sort of the air.
We're live here on Kick, by the way. The only CDL watch party on Kick. Probably I didn't really actually research that.
Of the breakdown on the
There's tons of watch parties on Twitch, huh? Who's doing it on Kick? I am.
Drazah going hunting.
It's going way
Probably
hard for that
the only
Cellium
one we're
with
gonna
that
just
freezer takes care of
pretend
business
that's
now.
true.
Up close and personal,
Tick.com/rehadsforquitters. If you're catching this after the fact on YouTube, come hang out
Here comes number
with
3
the
around the corner, no
boys.
problem. The teamwork once again chance for the LA Thieves. They lock down kitchen
Sit
and they're
back
pushing
and
the lead
enjoy
further forward.
that
I mean, it's just too easy as well.
CDL
Octane's
Major
been
4
just
concept.
Unstressed. He has 11 kills.
Got a long
Most
day
of them
ahead of
just
us.
Cleanups. They're barely shooting back against them. And
LA
that is
Thieves,
just the efficiency of
LA
the
Thieves,
teamwork. And,
FaZe
I mean,
here.
Atlanta FaZe, I suppose they
We
get
got
a setup
OpTic
over
up next
towards
against
New
the
once
Subliners.
again, but, you know, Thieves have been
OpTic, the
perfect
hottest
of
team in the
breaking
game.
these setups
Subliners
down. Simp at least roaming and
looked
being
really
cut
good
off,
the
man.
way
So,
they bullied the
kills like that are gonna
Legion.
set LA Thieves a
Although
little
Legion
bit
lost
further
their part
back.
too, so
You're
maybe
buying
they
your
just
teammates a
didn't
little
really
bit more
come to
time,
play
and
this
you can get a
weekend.
much more comfortable setup. But I say comfortable. It's something with the Vaznev in the back, and
It's always hype when OpTic plays though.
Ooh, unfortunate gunfight against Envoy as well. Slasher holding down bar, finds 2. Next set of players coming out of bedroom side. Here comes a last minute pinch. Drazah gets into the feed, gets the hill. aBeZy check every corner. The comms must have been off. He misses that one. Here come the rest of the Thieves though. Up close and personal now. Cellium once again in the point. Nice teamwork. Simp there to back him up. This is essential time for Atlanta FaZe. They claw this one back 1 second at a time.
And this is a big opportunity as well, because that was a clean 4 in the feed. Now you're spawning LA Thieves in the back. And
I always forget that you can actually get hill
able to
time
play
on that
with
side
a
of
little
the
bit
wall.
of comfort on their side.
a
They're
great
even
spot.
early on the rotation.
Utilize.
aBeZy pop dead silence to
Add
get
your
over
game.
towards New. Down to 1 versus 2 for the moment, but Slasher's quick to reposition. aBeZy, maybe not even buying him time. He is straight for the chow. With wins like that, Slasher keeping things afloat. LA Thieves are going to be here first.
They're in.
Atlanta, wow. Oh, you know, how's that for you?
It's a lot of red, baby, and it's Slasher making them dead. There we go. Cell on the other
Weird
side.
how it
Nice
seemed like
2
they
from
were
him,
all
1
set
from
up
Simp
around
on
the
his
hill,
fist.
but it
So,
also felt
look
like
at lead
Slasher
change
was
in
the
a
only
matter of
one
moments.
fighting the other
Atlanta
team.
FaZe right back in it. Envoy,
They're just waiting
wow,
for him
what
to
a
push,
gunny
you
that
know?
was. Over to Simp. Then he slowed down LaRue. Can't get it done. Nice work there. Octane now gets closer and closer to the hard point. Lead change. Atlanta FaZe, but short-lived. Can Cellium solve this? Oh, takes care of Kenny. Next over at the hard point. As the LA Thieves will be able to net a couple of seconds out of this phase.
Just
not willing to go
shooting
for
and
the
saying a
side.
prayer that
Octane
he's behind
was a
there.
big one. Envoy with the nade again. He's playing out of his mind. Slasher makes him pay for the aggression. And it's a 10-point game for now. Chance, but man alive. No one is letting anything get away.
No, definitely not Slasher. He's not getting away from anything. Hunted down back kitchen. So LA Thieves doing a nice job breaking through the old hill, getting a bit of scrap time. Drazah even winning extra gunfights as well. So Atlanta FaZe, they are going to be a distant memory from being able to approach this hill. aBeZy's by himself for the moment.
I feel like aBeZy Simp haven't had a great
nice
year
as
a sub duo this
Kenny
game.
for the second as well. That's how you get it done. Send it to aBeZy. Get him the big two. Get a couple beat downs as well. And Atlanta
yeah,
FaZe,
like, I don't know. People still gas aBeZy for being, you know, the fast, like, AR, or fast SMG, like, first blood king in S&D, but
to break through the front
I
as
don't
well.
know. I feel like, at least, like, numbers-wise,
I
feel like usually they just put up the most ridiculous numbers as a sub-duo, and it just hasn't happened this year.
Everyone from the LA Thieves on the inside of the hardpoint. Envoy, big tags as the AR aBeZy unable to finish the kill, but it's LaRue, one of the greatest ARs to do it in the point, finding kills all over the place. LA Thieves chance still pushing the lead forward.
I'd say throughout this game, Octane's almost been your barometer of success.
Back right into him,
Thieves,
gave him the free
He
knife
starts
kill.
off 11-2, absolute
Doesn't
run,
get easier
and then
than
guys
that.
like aBeZy are picking up 3 pieces in the feed to bump up Atlanta FaZe. So if Octane's doing well, LA Thieves are doing well. If aBeZy is frying, well, you can see him collecting that hill time and getting guys like Slasher in position.
I hate how, like,
doing the dance to get nearby, and hey, you
can hide in all those little corners and all on this hill.
LA Thieves, no
just
time
jumping out,
wasted.
hoping
aBeZy
you
for
pick the right
15
corner.
seconds.
First set of hard points complete. Second now on us, and man, it is an absolute banger of a hard point so far. LA Thieves, they are currently in the lead. Let's go for a
I
listen.
feel like the Thieves and the FaZe weapon skins look very similar. Drazah talking now, rah. Someone's got another.
His secret door. All the way. Play to the right, then we're gonna go with the left. I'm saying all that. Okay, I'm watch the lobby door. Make it push me. My lobby's open. My lobby's open. Yep. Missing all.
No trades.
In lobby. Twice front lobby, not moving. Front lobby, not moving. MC. Front lobby. He's standing front lobby. Check it. One shot. Lives that. Dude, they're trying lobby. Gotcha. I'm just holding. They're gonna jump away.
Freebie. Gotta love that one.
White to hole.
Simp nosy there now. Kind of just waiting.
Backstairs. White door.
I have lobby. Backstairs, one shot.
Go backstairs.
Good job.
White door.
Ooh, that was a good shout out of Simp.
Alright, Simpson Zig. He went to time. He went to luggage.
Close up, lay down.
Spawn close.
Hey, I'm going new.
FaZe broke.
I'm Zig, bro. I'm in Zig.
They have a trophy down. I'm
luggage?
with gun.
Got it,
He was luggage.
No, backstairs, the white wall.
Triple ult.
One new or
Triple ult.
no? No, we should be fine.
One was Zig pillar. They were
I
triple
spawn
ult.
mid, brother. Spawn
I'm
mid.
gonna spawn mid. I spawn front.
I think couch is fast. aBeZy going solo. He's secret. Secret. Oh.
So you can hear it in the LA Thieves comms. This is a
About to be
important
all
matchup,
tied
and
up.
they want
FaZe
this
gonna take a
win
little
bad.
lead.
How we going now towards the kitchen hard point? Brakes are on.
They're clawing back
And the break might be
after
an
going
important,
down
crucial
early.
moment, right? Atlanta FaZe now have the lead for the first time pretty much the entire game. And if they can break this hill, well, they might just seal the deal. But that is a nice hold from the Thieves from inside the
Thieves
point.
was
Get the 4-man
rotated so
clearance.
early, they gotta
Drazah
get a
picking
full-
up 2 pieces in the middle of the map. So on the
They have to
kitchen,
get at least
LA
like
Thieves,
40 out of
the
it,
lead that
right?
they lost did not last for long. Right back inside, snaking his little heart out.
Here we go, Envoy. Here come your next 2 challenges. Cellium's trophy taken care of. Cellium will be dealt with in a moment. He knows
He's
the
so
raid's
close
there.
to being able to shoot him.
Side door, waiting for the nades. Perfect play from
Ooh,
Simp. Cuts down
headshot.
1. Over to Drazah now. Next man in. There's the contest. Here come the snakes. aBeZy loses it. Back over to Simp at the back door. Cuts down 2. Can he get any more out of it? Slasher with the nade. That's the break. Atlanta FaZe.
Oh, Simp is built different. Simp sets that entire thing up, and Cellium wastes just enough time on
was
the
a good
contest
break.
spot to stave off a little bit of that pressure, but
Gonna
LA
be
Thieves
just
still
about
have the lead
tied again going
but
into
that
the next hill.
rotation getting locked down by the ARs. Slasher and Cellium, the crossfire on point, picking them apart. Atlanta have the back spawns, and they should be able to get to this hill first. Trophies out and bound in the back, and Cellium again trying to keep these AR players at bay. Octane down, Envoy barely left alive. He's the only player in the back.
Hard point lead change. Atlanta FaZe now running the show. Kills going their way as well. Kenny and Drazah, the
Damn.
father-son duo, cut
Bunch of
down
kills
there
going
by
to FaZe
aBeZy
there.
himself. Back on spawn go the LA Thieves. A bit of a journey now to make their way to that point. As for now, it's FaZe, feet up. Get ready for the next fight. You're looking at a win soon.
And look, for Atlanta FaZe, their 2 best S&D maps during this series. You could not afford to drop the hard point if you were LA Thieves. This is absolutely a desperation moment. They do get inside the hill in Envoy and Drazah there to shut him down. Slasher clean shots, but it is 10 seconds to scrap. He's fighting forward. He's out of the play on rotation, but Atlanta FaZe, they will be there first if they can hold off LA Thieves, or frankly, it's either team. It is an 8-point game going into new. This game will be decided on restaurant.
Here we go. A last course of
18
this hard
30
point
seconds.
served up. 20 for the win. FaZe.
Thieves need 42.
Thieves now making their way forward. 2 through red. Envoy in the kills. aBeZy bites off more than he can chew. Dives into the point straight away. Slasher trying to stay alive. There's the contest. The next fight is going to be a massive one. FaZe now scrambling to get forward.
Gotta be so frustrating to get hit markers
trying to hold
every
on.
time
The
you
time's
shoot.
still ticking. Slasher, no one's
Still never
letting him
get
get away with it. He's still alive, and the point brought to his knees.
That was great work from
Thieves
Drazah.
point.
They can still win it. Again, the ticket's going to go their way. Atlanta now need at least 1 second in contest time, or still the opportunity to break. aBeZy on the pinch is flying in, got to the hill, gets
send
traded out.
aBeZy.
It is trade back and forth all day
FaZe
long.
gets a lot of
until
kills.
Simp gives you the big 2 advantage
They
back
can still
towards
win.
Atlanta.
Back towards Atlanta, 10 for the win. They can do it here. You have to get in there now. Thieves, go, fly, send it. aBeZy finds 2. Now
Bro,
on the point.
that's it?
Game. No
That's
one
game,
there.
dude.
Cellium, the last
That's what
man.
happens when you don't have enough time, man. They had to get in there, so that I feel like they rushed it. Literally just ran into
Happy
people
for
pre-aiming.
it as well. Slasher, you know, in the
All right.
interview, no
That was an
Saudi
exciting game
Q
one,
on
though.
land. That is where Atlanta do much better.
Let's see
in the respawn
if
game
FaZe
modes
keeps
compared
up
to their online struggles, and
the,
that is
what would you
setting
call it?
the tone.
Keeps
A
up
map
their
that you LA
hype
Thieves,
of
they
being
love
the
to play
best
hotel. It's, I think, their
search
most
team.
played hardpoint map by a
They lost to
decent margin.
Toronto, and then I feel like
They
that
take
kind
them down
of
for the
fell off.
game number 1, and for a
They
team
were on
that
like a
has struggled
12-game
with
win streak,
hardpoint
but we'll
that
see
has
how,
been
map
utterly
2
dominant
goes.
in search and destroy.
Turn
All
it
right,
all
map
around
2
here.
starting.
Level up the series. Let's find out.
FaZe
Into
with,
El Cielo we go.
And just to throw the quick
Pretty
nod,
close,
Atlanta
Matt,
FaZe,
one win.
they're 3-0 against Thieves on this
see
very
if
map.
they, can
You have Octane and Drazah with a
take the
0.62
2-map
and
lead.
0.57 in search.
I feel like
against
you'd
FaZe,
expect
so
FaZe to win this
that is
just
the 2 players
because
to pay a great deal of attention to.
S&D's been their best game mode all year,
doing
but
his normal thing
we'll see.
already. First blood collected.
As far forward possible as he could be. Picks up that kill. Unbelievable start from FaZe. Envoy still has that bomb. He's managed to make his way inside the A bomb site. Watch out for that corner from Simp. Perfect timing. Ooh, he doesn't stick him. Kenny, though, manages to level up the field. Octane adds another one, and now it is all on to Simp and Slasher.
things change quickly.
You got the intel as well, so that is a quick little turnaround. Talk about how their 3v4 clutch is a 50% rate. So now the advantage already, but Simp and Slasher to deal with. Simp with the TAC 56 in hand, and that bomb yet to get planted. A couple players making moves on the
feel like I
outer edges
never
of the
even
map.
see
And
Simp
you
with
talk
the
about the
SMG in
pick
his
game
hand,
that's
dude.
taking place. Octane catches Slasher. He's got 2 in the round. And Simp now in a 1 versus 3.
Unfortunate.
Just gonna get fried. Kenny there to shut him down.
It almost seemed like you
Kenny
didn't see him at
Octane, 2
first.
apiece in that round, in spite of the aBeZy first blood. LA clutch up.
And this spot from Kenny, man, what a
Complete
great
classic
play.
aBeZy,
Reads
finding the first
transition
blood.
from Simp, knowing that B-bomb site was
They
going
weren't
to be
able
the
to
target.
turn it into
Kenny
a
the
round
man
win,
to
though.
hold it down. The rear guard for the squad. They're going to make their way over towards that bomb site. He's going to make sure they get there safely. Solid execution there from the LA Thieves. Round 2, here we go.
And where Octane and Drazah have struggled in search against Atlanta FaZe, Kenny has been their shining light. So continues his path in round number 1.
Only one with a kill for them
aBeZy,
first
who is
round.
part of basically every single first blood, whether he wins it or loses it, he will be in the mix. Already quick, aggressive, jumping on it, looking for the trade on Envoy.
I was
And
going to
he's
say
gonna
first
get it,
blood,
3v3.
but he didn't
Every
get it.
time, somehow, just
Didn't
finds
get it first.
the tiniest of openings. Prescient plays from aBeZy, not red this time, as Drazah proves to be more than a hazard with the
there we go.
2-piece. That is outrageous. 2v1, all down to Slasher.
That's a cute play from Drazah as well to get him those 2. Lays down on the outer door in the
Let's
alley
see.
and finds the timing to get the freebie.
Slasher was the one talking
clearly
about
LA,
rah-rah.
Again, they have absolutely been
See
doing
him
their
pop
homework
off this series.
to allow Atlanta's 2 best maps in the mix, but Slasher making moves. He's got a trophy, so he's a little loud. And honestly, with the TAC, this is a tough setup to break.
We'll see if the sound occlusion works through that door, because he may have managed to do this. The Drazah and Octane, it's a firing squad in the inside of that A-bomb site. Oh, the tags,
Wow.
there's one! Dealt with, Drazah!
Oh.
The nade! The 1v1's not over yet! Slasher on 12 HP, Drazah goes for the chow, wins it!
Oh, he wasn't even done his reload. You almost
A
out.
decisive 1v1, but Slasher nearly makes it possible.
Good effort.
What a round.
That is incredibly well played by both of those players. It's always good to see players in 1v1s use the nades that they have at the end. So Slasher gives it a good attempt, but Drazah, he is quick with it. He might have been tagged up and weak, but Drazah, no hesitation to be the aggressor, flies out of the door,
nice
ends up winning it. So doesn't get away from him there. No clutches early on.
He's not
LA Thieves now up to
He's not an alpha male neckbeard guy, you know?
Here we go. Looking towards B.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the wrong kind of first blood
start.
phase. Simp is not on the board. Don't let that kill feed fool you. Now he is. Takes care of Kenny. Makes up for previous transgressions. Can he get another no? Envoy.
It'd be crazy if they actually
now on the bottom side of pool. A lot of presence towards that A bomb site. Cellium knows he has to maneuver forward.
Win the hard point, lose the search. That's not what you'd expect from FaZe.
He might hit the wrap.
Looking at their stats, like they actually have a really bad
blind spot though. Oh, he finds the timing to get inside. Dead silence gets reset for the 2v2. Cellium starting to make moves. He's gonna get spotted, but he has some intel as well. Both those players shot, so FaZe knows exactly where LA is at, and they know they have to plant the bomb. But Octane hasn't wasted much time. He has collected it. Hasn't gone for the plant just yet.
And Slasher going now to deliver the final blow.
Good luck, have fun.
Less than 30 seconds to go here. The bomb yet to be planted. Noisy as you like. He's in between the action. Here comes Drazah.
Oh,
lives up to the name.
No way.
A Slasher finds one with a blade. It's all down to Octane.
He killed Octane before that. That would have been wild.
Pinned, and he's done. What a round out of FaZe.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Michael Myers making a guest appearance right there. Didn't even have the Deddy pop. He was making so much noise.
Oh my God.
Whether or not the theme song was roaming in the background or not, Atlanta FaZe finally able to get one. Because that was the third round in a row where at some point the advantage is just there.
Oh
no.
Oh, that is super
Simp's
awkward.
nade.
Hit the wall.
They wanted a nade together. It looks like Simp's bounced off the back head of aBeZy.
Yeah, he took 10 damage there. So frag grenades hurt. You got a cannon on you.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
And that's the round they won.
That's crazy. What a search this is, man.
Two first bloods lose.
Blood. It's a sweet nade. Will it
Team
land?
kill
It
off
does.
the rip.
Not enough to
They
get the
win.
kill though. Should have thrown
Make
a
it
frag.
make
Those
sense.
bad boys be hitting.
I think that's enough pressure on the flank with Slasher having to back down, that they're worried about those back doors being open. So I think Simp was maybe waiting for that hit to come through. So LA Thieves on the opening break by themselves a little bit of pressure, and there's more homework being done. Drazah again able to catch aBeZy, shut down the first blood Reaper, and LA Thieves, it has been every single round. At some point they've had the man advantage. They got a 4v3.
All they do there was exchange glances across Elasilo. Here we go on.
Oh my God.
Wonderful way to get into the feed. Cellium though, he gets
broke
one of
his
his own,
nose
so
with
it's a
that door.
3v2, but Envoy
Slamming
Daddy
in his
reset.
face like
He's still
that.
able to move relatively freely now. Cellium activates his. On the outside of the map is all FaZe. You come to the inside of Asilo, that's where two members of LA Thieves are. Here we go. Envoy can't win the fight.
That was good shots out of Cell.
And Cellium is gone, long gone. Kenny has been baited into battle with Slasher, and he has been dealt with 15 seconds all down to Drazah.
And they're going to hit him as well. They're going to chow for the 1v2.
Oh! Oh my God! No way!
There in Drazah delivers.
That should not have happened.
Big round for LA.
Oh wow!
In Drazah right now.
The headshot multiplier.
Piecing them up.
That is a outstanding two-piece from the Alaskan.
I can't believe he's from
Right back to it. Call the next play. As if it never happened. Another day in the office. There were some stunned faces across Polaris.
I feel like that's the craziest.
All in a day's work. And there's a stunned face. Slasher could not believe that kill came through. Wow. 3-1.
We have an Alaskan.
And fun fact, Drazah is just hazard spelled
Didn't know people actually live there.
It's always something to surprise at least a few people. You never know. And now he's leading the charge through field, so he's trying to open things up. And look at this is what doing to Atlanta FaZe. So many players just got dragged. There's like 3 players basically back partying on B. So Atlanta FaZe, they just caved to the pressure. The A side is now virtually wide open, but Envoy wants to take the fight, maybe right to him.
You better hurry up.
Right on the other side of the door.
He's got to hurry up. Someone's moved in.
Good luck.
And it's Simp waiting for that one. In the meantime, Kenny's kill onto Slasher
Those
now
people
gives
just standing there not
to
moving.
the LA Thieves. Drazah makes it even better. Here comes Simp, though, springs to life. He gets 2. Oh my! right. Drazah, though, ends the run. It's a 5 spree now from him. 8 and 2 overall.
Drazah's balling right now.
No need for any fun and games. They put Cellium down as the LA Thieves continue the dominance here on LSELO.
It is truly looking like Slasher taught his boys well, right? Because LA Thieves, they've been playing that pig style of Call of Duty, and it was Kenny that caught Slasher on the outer edge of the map. I mean, Slasher on a CeeLo specifically, I think, is a 1.56 against LA. So
Thieves should have won
LA
that.
certainly has an idea of
Or
what he
FaZe
likes
should
to
have won
do.
that last round.
Now those ARs getting picked apart on the outer edges.
Our city's
Great
in the
plays
back.
through field as well.
Check out the old squad.
Even Simp's 2-piece isn't enough to
He's
even
already
things
done
up.
for the weekend.
Thieves have been on a roll.
Old colleagues and teammates, old pals, watching this battle unfold right now as the LA Thieves running it here on LSELO. This is a very aggressive play out of Drazah. That's going to be streaks. He could get more out of this one. Armed to the teeth. Full pockets. Attack now in hand. Sadly, he did put the Vaz away. An accident, but here we go into the fight. aBeZy, you saw plenty. You saw far too much. Drazah gets another hit on the round. Envoy finds
He tried to
Simp.
double back
Justice
to
falling
throw him off, I
pieces.
feel like.
All down a Slasher.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's two there, though. He just,
them
like, run right
apart.
back into
I
them.
mean, look, if you've ever seen Drazah on his walkouts, you know he loves the flex, so he'll pull out the Vaznev if he needs to, make the aggressive first play. They know Cellium loves to play in that top money window, and just there to catch him. The homework has been on point. The coaching staff has to have a big old smile on their face, and Slasher in 1v4. Might
they
be able
trade
to
each
kill
other?
Drazah and stop the spree, but as far as Drazah is
That's what it
concerned, the
looked like.
damage has already been done. He has single-handedly won him 3 different rounds as a cruise missile
He's
in the
cheesing.
back pocket.
Oh no.
Chip Skylark, that bright old smile.
Absolute dominance from the LA Thieves here in the Search and Destroy, and what a bounce back.
Nice hair, Octane. You look good, buddy.
An air of nervous tension for Octane. He knows he's been there before. It ain't over until it's over, especially with a team like FaZe. If you have the chance to put them down, you get them done. 1 more round's all the Thieves need.
5-1, man.
Better make sure you get
Wouldn't
it as well,
expect
'cause
this.
They have been completely on point. You would love to carry this momentum into the control. Playing nice and patient, though, is going to be a cruise missile round. But look at what aBeZy's doing, by the way. Him and Simp are already in the mix, so Drazah's going to have to frantically call out, like, hey, they are standing right next to you. The information has to be completely on point. This is a dangerous moment in time.
The danger zone.
All the 2 homebreakers.
At this
of
point,
Simp and aBeZy
you know,
who
just
managed to
let
infiltrate the
Thieves
side of
win
the
it
map
onto the
belongs
next
to
map.
the Thieves. On the other side of it, there's 1. Yep. Envoy from down low now. Panic starting to set in. Slasher, the trap set. Drazah in the bar, nearly
He
gets
almost
pair of
had
them.
it, dude. That would have been nuts.
To take out the terrors like that would have been something. All now down to Kenny. He's moving. But that red
Nice try,
circle
bud.
of FaZe around him. No hope of getting out of that one. Fantastic round from FaZe. They burn the cruise and they get another one on the board.
And that's a really good read as well. They're probably thinking the exact same thing of like, all right, we know he has a cruise. They're up by this much. They're just going to go for the investment. Everybody plays tight
Benjamin
inside in
Bance.
the tears. 0 time wasted to say, hey, if we think you might be going for a
It is
passive
goofy
setup,
how
they're
they're,
just
like,
going
set
to
up
live
around
inside of your
everyone.
base. They were able to get doubled up in the
I guess
stairwell.
is there like no
And if you're in
main
the
stage
cruise
at
missile
all?
and you're calling something like that out, like, it's just sort of a frantic moment for your teammates of being like, oh dear, like, are they actually right next to us?
They're all
It's not
kinda
an
just in the
ordinary
same spot.
SMB round at that point, so FaZe with 1 perfect play call, but now a perfect first blood out of Kenny. That frag. Oh my God! All the frags on point. What a round! That's game. LA Thieves call it. God,
That was a
0
quick
time wasted,
final
man.
round.
Holy.
Jeez.
What a round. All right. I mean, look, I don't know if we could get a replay. It was pretty quick. That was done.
That was like an
and dusted
immediate
certainly. The LA Thieves.
Round.
What
to,
a bounce back.
to send it off. That was
Things
quick,
look very
man.
different this time round in the Search and Destroy.
1-1
Players
heading
will
into
take a
map
quick
3.
break.
Stories intertwined between
All right,
these
map
players,
3.
but now for these 2 teams,
Control's
Atlanta
going to
FaZe
be
3-1
the
against
deciding
LA
factor in
Thieves.
the series, I think.
Going to hotel.
I think whoever
This
wins
has been
this
the
match is
kind
going
of
to win the
decider
series.
game mode in a sense, the one that really sets you apart.
Start things off with a bang. It's going
My
to be Octane there in the feed.
expert opinion. So we'll
Towards
see.
the B zone, the LA Thieves are defending from mostly. FaZe, it's quite an even spread. They're kind of waiting for that opening. They're waiting for that perfect call. For now, just looking to punish any aggression. But right now, the Thieves, they're taking whatever route they want across hotel chance. No problem.
I mean, they're making a line across the map as well, right? They have got everything covered.
Everyone's just chilling.
Fall, so B's now the only thing that's open, but you see the rotation trying to go back towards A, because that's where Atlanta FaZe wanted the play to happen, and Simp trying to open things up. Him and Slasher will do just that, but now it's Envoy, tried and true. He will be flanking you, ready to shoot you in the back. aBeZy's going to turn for it, but Envoy took the deeper route. And there's the first kill. Number 2 getting lined up.
There ends up the guy
Envoy dishes out the damage. Looks like that might not be good enough to set up for the trades. Atlanta FaZe nice and secure on A.
Well, there we go. Second segment completed.
I might be getting A already, dude. aBeZy gets 2.
To
yep, that's right.
And a lot of kills as well. Life lead Atlanta FaZe as well.
Do you see him?
Oh, poor Octane. He just got spun on by aBeZy. Now he's going to get shot in the back again. So as soon as he spawns up, aBeZy right there behind you. And aBeZy's job at this point, play for kills. Be the cutoff man. Stay alive as long as possible. LAPs, you got to kill this man, but Octane can take him down, but he's done enough. You're spawning deep out. You're going to have only a player on point, and unfortunately, no trophies. So LAPs, they're getting the kills.
So crazy that you, like, being able to see the people where they are through the walls.
Could have been a moment.
How close,
no trophy.
like,
LA Thieves
milliseconds of timing, and they would have seen each other, like, you know.
On a few times, straight into the feed, straight takes care of 2 players on the point, and now he's got bedroom control. Simp and Cellium though in FaZe, they are bouncing
X-ray
back.
vision.
Out of spawn, desperately trying to make their way towards B. It's a methodical approach now as Cell from that bottom side. Here comes aBeZy, top bedroom. Will he sniff him out?
Oh god, no
Somehow
way.
Octane with 1 HP finds the kill. He's still running out of numbers though. Drazah 1v2 on the side.
Drazah's crying, dude.
So close. Slasher is there. He's going to stop the clock, but no way he stays alive. No hope in hell. Envoy's there. The defensive line from Thieves holds.
Yeah, and look, Drazah might be 4 and 6, but that is a monster play in that moment. Not just to get the first 2 kills, but to get damage on the 3rd guy as well. That is another time where things could have spiraled out of control.
Numbers,
the LA
you know,
negative,
not great,
just in the nick of time to make sure they stabilize. But
he's been an impact player this series so
on
far.
The pressure. Nice little turn burn there from Simp just to make sure he gets the trade.
Oh man,
gets hunted down after
I thought
the
he was
fact.
gonna
This
get
is
him.
a nice little battle. 20 seconds on the clock. Atlanta FaZe, desperation time.
Final 20, Envoy looking to drive the dagger into the back of Cellium. 15 seconds. FaZe have to cross, and they cannot. Octane is posted up in the happiest of places he could possibly be on the Godhead. He absolutely ripping these players as they try to make their way forward. 5
I would have
seconds.
thought that
no one from FaZe close. You might
FaZe was going to get an
kill or 2
offensive
out of
win
this,
the
but
way
right now
that
you're
it
feeding
started,
Octane.
but
He's on a 3 as we go into round 2.
Thieves bounce back,
Nice
beat
start
up
on the
hard.
defense there from Thieves.
And I mean, that is truly a round that like is hanging on like the wire bounce, something like that. Tightrope. There's a metaphor in there somewhere, but there was like 3 different attempts where Atlanta were very close to setting up the capture on the B point. First go around, it's just a nade in the lack of trophy that stops Atlanta FaZe. Next go around, it's Drazah there for all the cleanup kills and the damage on the 3rd guy to make sure he's setting his teammates up. In a couple of those little moments, if Atlanta FaZe just a little bit better, they'd have had the round win. But so far, 1 for 1 on defense. Thieves there to hold it down, and now a quick B hit off the rib, trying to set things up on attack.
3 to B from FaZe now on attack, and if they can get a kill or 2, this might work out. They find themselves 2 on the site.
I feel like FaZe capped A so fast.
You didn't need luck. You got Envoy behind you. Brilliant stuff. Slashing out from lobby.
See if it goes the same way.
You should be able to capture this quite quickly now. That's going to be the first segment of B gone. This is a wonderful start from the Thieves.
Hey, that was an off moment by Atlanta too.
Got 3 in there.
AR was backing down, selling the other
Dude, you
guy
cap
flying
so
forward and
fast when he's
challenging.
back to hill.
It's a
It's
flank from
crazy.
aBeZy, maybe to keep you alive.
aBeZy just made a
that's
huge
exactly
play there.
what will happen. The tears come in the mix. So if the ARs drop the ball just for a moment, you get the bailout from the SMGs.
Now I feel like you get caught in that situation where like, do we go keep hitting B?
Now you go back to
So
play
one
the
of us
round
hit
the
A.
sort of standard way. Work
we
the
all
A
hit A?
zone if you can, and try to play the distant B. But yeah,
Like it seems
back.
like all of
Cellium with a bulwark of defense there, solo over by
like
A for quite
everyone's
some
A
time,
side
but the
right
2
now.
massive kills that are now complete. Over to Cellium once again, who's respawned seemingly right next to the point as he flies in. Good timing onto Kenny. Not enough for
Like
the
it
kill,
seemed like
though. He got him off
Thieves
of the
had
A
a
point.
lot of numbers at A,
He's
but
got the
they
numbers,
never
though.
actually even got into hill.
Did he
Cell
just
was like the
hit
only
fire
one there.
his teammate
Right?
through a wall?
More on that later. For now, progress A.
Cellium is wild, man. Okay, well, one guy, he's definitely snapping. So good luck dealing with him later on, but right now, LA Thieves, I mean, they're able to capture this A zone. You now have pressure in the back. Envoy on the flank again, tried and true. You'd love to see it.
Minute 40.
And unfortunately for Cellium, Envoy's already
18
crossed.
lives,
It looks like that internal clock is ticking. You're there for the trades.
They gotta win this,
Cellium,
right?
again, absolute demon. It's like he can see through walls.
Oh, he hit that one. aBeZy got a bullet in on the cross there. Single segment remaining at B. Atlanta FaZe defensively has to be resound, and it's pretty good.
He was
so
by himself
far.
there.
Octane now making his way through there. We'll slow the play down as much as we possibly can for Atlanta FaZe, but they're not going to go quietly. 2 ARs going up against each other here. Vying for control. Here come the submachine guns. They're making their way forward. Octane. Oh, he does it. He gets the big kill.
Huge
That's going to be an open
shots
field
at
now.
Octane
Diving onto the
there.
point.
This could be it.
2-man stack. Perfect positioning from Octane. Oh, but no, doesn't matter. The squad's there.
All right,
As the
Thieves
LA
up
Thieves
2-0,
have
man.
taken the offense as well.
Yes, steamrolling
They can't
as
get
well. I mean,
reverse
comfortable
swept
laughing
on
that
this,
is
right?
LA Thieves in their happiest form. That was a clean round, man. Straight up off the rip. I think Cellium maybe makes one small mistake or maybe a miscomm between him and Slasher in the moment, but those early 2 ticks, you see how quickly that final one is going to fall.
They can't do
Octane
it,
just
right?
annihilates Slasher on the Godheady. And I can't remember who it was, number 3 on the minimap for FaZe, that was attempting to flank, but LA Thieves off spawn were able to sniff it out. You get the call out, Envoy gets the kill, and you secure the round. So right now, LA doing all the little things right. Envoy
stand
and
tough
Octane
on defense
in
one
charge.
more time.
Really impressive control game out of the LA Thieves here at Major 4. Opening salvo of grenades, not ideal there from Slasher. Cellium wins a big one though against
They
Kenny.
3-0 on this
Into the fight, unfortunate
after,
timing.
you know, a
Slasher
dominant
reads it.
search
Drazah,
win.
Can you get any more than one? Sadly
It's like,
not.
this could have easily
Atlanta
been a
FaZe now
3-0.
slow, steady capture on towards A. The
They
fight,
lost
though,
by like
is pretty
25.
here. That's going to be Kenny on the inside of
Something
Jules.
like that in
Is
the
on.
hard point.
Good reads out of aBeZy though. Kenny still fighting that front line. No safe places in A whatsoever.
And you have a couple like sort of small missteps from Atlanta. Maybe an opportunity to go towards B though. 3 players spawn that direction, but it looks like they might want to at least partially roam over back to Simp. You got the kill of B. And yeah, number 3, number 4 gonna jump straight on it. Simp and Slasher working together. Unfortunately, both of their teammates fall, so you now have 2 men that need to watch every direction. Simp trying to dance. You got aBeZy catching players off spawn. Slasher reads the flank. They might be able to get this done. Slasher and Simp setting themselves up.
They're giving
they
it
get
up.
all the kills. They handle the mixiness.
Yeah, I'll just ran right to A. Off that spawn, they're just like, alright, screw it.
Capture B alone. Unbelievable work.
Try and move the
Foul
wall
down to
over
A.
onto this
Atlanta
side.
FaZe with a 1 life advantage and a minute 40 on the clock. Can they make the approach? Drazah.
Dude,
nice
if he
work
didn't
from
get
Jules.
caught throwing that nade, he would have just shot him.
Through Chandelier we now fly. Cellium finds 1. That nade's going to slow him down only a little bit. Simp there to back him up as we fly forward now for FaZe.
Yeah, Cellium an RTJ, excuse me. He runs the jewels, and now he's got in position. Simp flying in, no time wasted, doesn't get spotted, gets the kill, and just like that, you got Simp snaking in the middle.
Could be it.
2-man stack for the moment on point. LA, they're trying to set up the timing on the pinch, but it's a quick hit. Drazah for 2, Drazah for 3.
Ooh.
Drazah
4
give
for
him the
Drazah.
bar feed. The highlight reel.
They stopped that second tick
Drazah
too, which
adding
is
another
huge.
to the bag.
What the hell did we just watch? Or rather not see, but see, you know what I'm saying? Drazah. No way. It's an MVP performance so far from
That's
Drazah.
crazy.
And now he's got kitchen presence. FaZe have to get him
Drazah's
out.
definitely been their
5
best
kills in a
player.
row. As he keeps the spree rolling. Less than a minute to play for now, but FaZe have managed to get themselves onto A.
I think if you trade Drazah, you might be feeling a little bit more comfortable, right? But Kenny and Envoy stepping up, delivering,
They're so close.
Cellium on the point. The pressure's still on. Kenny flying forward, though, and you clear house for another moment. All right, now
50
for LA,
seconds.
they are desperate. Well, not
I
actually
mean,
desperate. Atlanta
FaZe
FaZe
got
are
10
desperate.
lives,
50
50
left
seconds,
to
like
capture this
1
zone.
tick is
You
all
got
they
Kenny
need.
in the kitchen. They're picking you apart along the way.
Chef Kenny made a meal of that
Still
last
very
goal.
doable for
Allows
FaZe,
Slasher to make
but-
his way forward, but Octane here, the sous
Oh
chef,
my god, the timing.
dipped out. Did he keep this sauce flowing though?
That was
Just
so
about 30 seconds to go.
unfortunate.
This is not over yet. LA Thieves, hold on. You win the map.
What are the chances
FaZe
of that?
have to make the entry.
They're trying to set themselves up. Maybe
I
one
mean, I
play
feel
on
like
the
people
flank,
were
the other
saying
3
too,
come
the
through
Thieves
front.
were like
It's a
the
couple
second
trades
best
right now,
hard
and
point
Atlanta
team
FaZe, they are desperate.
behind
You are
OpTic,
running
right?
out of time. Cellium, though,
And
gonna
they
kick it
lose
off.
the
I'll take a
hard
win
point,
right here,
annihilate
right?
them
It's
in
a 2
the
on There's
surge.
one. Trades are done though.
Looks
In
like they're
behind
gonna
Kenny.
3-0 them
On
in
the
the
flank.
control.
Dealing with the
No.
snakes. It's a battle for flies not enough to get the job done.
Huge
And that
out of
keeps
FaZe.
FaZe
They
alive
kept it
here
alive.
at Control.
Barely, but they kept it alive.
And again, the tightrope that is these rounds of Control as well, right? It is that one moment, especially over towards that B zone, where Simp and Slasher, the only two players nearby, when they were in a 2v3 effectively, players coming on the flank. You're getting pinched from desk, pinched from top bed. They made all the reads, won all the gunfights, captured B first, and I know Drazah certainly made things mixy, picking up the quad feed, but eventually Atlanta FaZe over.
They only had 3 lives left when they capped it.
And still alive, but a long way to go.
Yeah, that's a highlight play for sure.
Is that going to come back to bite the Thieves, not closing it out there? It could.
Atlanta FaZe defense rounds have not been great. Drazah now flying forward. Oh no, aBeZy bad timing, son. That's a third there from Octane, and now you've got 3 members of the Thieves on B.
And yeah, Simp gets caught as well. I was gonna say,
my
Simp's
God.
gonna have to do something absurd
And he was
to make
flying
this happen.
in the sky there.
Kenny Snips is
Jeez.
out top better.
They got all 4
nice
in
little
there.
4-man stack on B. The
That took
instant
what,
secure
like
and
20
2
seconds
minutes
for
and
them to
10
cap
seconds
that?
to work with to capture A,
crazy.
the easier zone.
aBeZy's desperately trying to race his way across map. Cellium's going to find a corner on the inside of Jules. He might be able to take care of these players. aBeZy's been caught out, but as has Envoy. And Cellium can't hold them back for much longer. Though perfect spawns there from Slasher. He's right behind him. Uh-oh, wait, Kenny. Oh my God, look at the moves on him.
Ooh.
Great work out of Slasher to stay alive.
He never got
You're
his
on
health
A
back
though. Now,
from that
LA
first
Thieves,
fight.
2-man stack phase. You gotta go.
Oh, and Simp's got to do 2 things. He's got to catch the spawners, and he's got to help his boys on time. So Simp might get shot in the back.
Six should get the shots on
wins
him.
it. Simp, they know where he is. He's trying to stay alive and
Simp
buys
did
just
well
enough
there.
time
Simp
for
did really
Slasher
well
to come
there.
on the flank. Again, so dire, so close in these moments. Atlanta FaZe, for the moment, barely holding on.
Oh, barely. There are 2 segments remaining and 1 minute 30 for the LA Thieves to conquer them. Here we go.
I mean, Thieves capped that
trying to
first
push
one
forward
so
a little.
fast, but I
Nice
do
kills.
feel like FaZe is
Timing
building
from Envoy. He's
momentum
going to stay
slowly.
alive, though. More than stay alive.
Oh,
gets the kill.
no way Envoy gets that, right? That's crazy.
Cellium, you got to trade
Oh,
him out.
Slash.
Yeah,
I was
him
going
and
to say, there's
Slasher
no way
just
Cell
locking
got
things
that,
down.
right?
You're having team chows from all over the place for both of these teams. High-level COD at its
getting wild.
finest. Atlanta FaZe, 3 players in and around Kitchen Simp. He has made this his home. Everybody on LA right now trying to clear him out.
They're doing the best they can. Look,
Oh my
pinch, though.
God.
Simp, he's just too much.
Simp is turning
In the
up
kitchen,
right
there's
now.
another gets that. It was Cellium, whatever, man. We'll give it to him. Crazy play out of Simp.
They're
That is
heating
to
up.
say that
Told you.
World chat, man. That's the 2-time right there.
tides
That's the
are
man
changing.
that lives in grand finals. Anybody that doubts Simp, it's gameplay like that, and it's just a reminder as Atlanta
just
still
so crazy,
holding on
man.
defense.
FaZe, a phenomenal defensive hold, but that might be enough to break their back. 3
Oh,
dead.
right here.
Flying in. Simp, can you
They're
do
about
all
to
over
stack
again?
it with
I'm not
4,
sure
they
if
just
he's
went
got
3
what,
dead.
You know, the magic in him on the 4-man stack. This is for the
there's
map.
4 people
Simp,
in there.
what can you do? You can't take the whole roster down. No
It
way.
happened
The
so
Thieves
fast, man.
teamwork
Good for them.
Gets it done.
I really did
Stack
think
on what a game
that
of control
FaZe
that
was
was.
about
They
to
take the
turn up.
lead, 2-1.
I thought they were at least about to
Even
send
on the
that to a game
teamwork
5.
front, you had what from
That was pretty
Cellium's
crazy,
point of
but-
view, like in the icebox corner.
What I say before, I
different
said
players
whoever
from
wins
LA
control,
are
I think is going to
challenging
take
at
the series.
exact
We'll
same
see.
time, flying at 'em.
We'll see
I mean,
if the
from both
Thieves
of these
can
teams,
pull
the
through
team
on the hard
chows, the
point.
team
They're
chows
supposedly
are,
the second best
shots,
hard point
everything
team, but
completely
FaZe
on
won
point.
map 1 hard point.
But for
So.
LA, just as
Alright,
Lacey
bro.
interview. And admittedly, I mean, today is only what, Saturday? Plenty of Call of Duty left to be played. The winner gets top 3. The loser falls to Toronto Ultra.
Winner
but I
gets
assure you,
top
Ultra,
3.
not a team you want to have
They had to play the
losers.
Ultra, dude.
Last
Oh,
major.
man.
They're looking hot already.
Loser of this could
Here
get
we
top
go.
6.
A team that swims together,
That'd be tough.
trims together at the barber. I don't know.
Few of these
Barbershop,
teams
there's
are
a-
going
I
to be
don't know.
happy with
We'll see how
top
it goes.
6.
Wins
That's
wins
for sure.
together works.
Yeah, we've already done that one. We're already looking great though. Nice snaps there from Envoy, not enough to get the kills, but plenty of damage. Gonna hold those players back. Keep the LA Thieves on the point, but here comes
Dude,
Simp
he
through
died
mid-map,
so
and
fast.
he is plowing the field.
He's definitely full health,
Just
too,
like
right?
that.
I'm
A
not
quick
tripping.
reversal of roles. FaZe are on the point.
Yeah, trying to reap the harvest that's come through this season right at the end of the year. And an interesting moment for Envoy. This is sort of the big question. If you got to be the best at rotations, or try to avoid being the worst, rather, Envoy, it is going to be a hero solo play to try to get these spawns. But Simp is going to be very distant. Honestly, no one collecting the P2 time yet. Octane's going to get 2 kills, and yeah, Atlanta FaZe, they're going to be spawning out, at least for the moment. Envoy jumps on the hill, already gets the first one.
He didn't
Simp
see
plays
him.
a deep
Like,
corner, but it is scattered spawns, and LA Thieves for the moment collecting the top.
Managed to get in there, Thieves. Oh, there we go, they
Right
spawn out. Reinforcements will not be there soon enough. Simp, good work. He was on watch, making sure no one made it away through the back, and now his watch is ended, but now it's over to the hard point. The battle has only just begun. Back at it we go. Wow, trades on trades. As Atlanta FaZe, they are still holding on to this one.
Holding back
it's not quite fingernails, it's more of a white knuckle fist at this point in time. What a battle this has been.
Yeah, and it took a little bit of effort from FaZe, too, before they could actually get the trophies in the mix. They were dying to nades. You got an errant play by Kenny, maybe trying to strip away some time.
Yeah, no
but
one really had
keep it
control in the
stable.
beginning
Atlanta
of this
FaZe
hill,
also winning gunfights again
FaZe
on
got
rotation.
control.
Simp, that would have been 8-3, but he falls to 7-4, still doing great in the kills column, and his team has now won the
FaZe
rotation.
has already rotated,
so again, LA,
too.
worst in the game at rotations. It's just when they get it, they hold it down. But you have Atlanta FaZe #1 at the holds. This is a clinical setup they have on P3.
This is a big moment. Slasher, he is the watchman right now. Has got to make sure no one hits that back line. Drazah is going to be the man trying to infiltrate it, and timing has not gone his way.
Yep.
Drazah.
3 shots on the back.
Step 1
so they
complete.
got the spawns
Step 2 hit
cleared
the hard
out,
point.
but
Octane's also on the pinch as well. So yeah, FaZe, they're going to be caught in a bunch of different directions. They don't block the spawns, and Drazah has to read this moment.
Yeah,
He's
Slash,
checking
like,
the steps. He knows what the
FaZe
situation
was still
is.
spawning pretty close to the hill out there. I mean, Drazah got all the kills, which was huge.
And LA Thieves maybe showing off why they're good at this map. They might not always rotate, but even the breaks can be on point. That was a picturesque setup for Atlanta FaZe. They don't get a lot of time off of it. It'll be a nearly tied up game going to new.
FaZe just ended up spawning hill and just didn't really bother pushing after that.
They are there first. The red arrows on that minimap. Here
got 3 dead.
All
they're
4
pushing.
of them now. Conga line right through the middle.
They all spawned out too. No way. Why wouldn't Slasher spawn? Like, why wouldn't they spawn on Slasher there?
Get the 180. You might be able to get there quick. Octane's already making a read of that. He might be able to be the vanguard right now, the rear guard, so make sure no one gets in. Slasher? No way. Looking for Kenny?
Geronimo?
Wow.
The cannonball, but he misses. I can't believe it. Another highlight for HyDra right there.
Crazy.
The hard point's still open.
Yeah, that is this map, and it's fun. So I love how Slasher didn't even bother to like look underwater. He just knows Kenny's gonna bob his head. But that is Slasher, by the way. I mean, he only had to get 2, maybe make it 3 kills towards the end to pop off. But he just single-handedly saved his team on this rotation to stay alive in the back, because 3 players on FaZe, they died at the worst possible time on rotation. So make no mistake, it is a comedic moment, but that is a massive one for
Everyone's
Atlanta.
dying.
Bump up the score just a little bit more, a sizable lead, but certainly not insurmountable. Now you have LA. They don't win the rotations often, but for this one, they do. The question is, how well can you hold it down? Drazah pushed up, maybe trying to be annoying for a couple extra kills, and so far he's going to deliver.
Do we get some streaks for Slasher? 2 more kills and he'll get a cruise missile for his efforts. And Octane says, nah, bro.
Nah,
Ends it right then and there. Drazah on the back line.
Bruh.
He's going to be the man watching this rear flank, and aBeZy. Oh, spots 1. He will not be gambling for the player in the back. Can't even get the kill onto Envoy. Now over Simp. The other half of the terrors.
Nice shots.
Can he prove to be more than a nightmare? He's in. Slasher finds the kills. Beautiful work. FaZe with a break. FaZe with a time.
That would be a really weird chain of events
if another big moment
FaZe
for
wins this, but then LA wins game 5.
That lead as much as they
like
can.
FaZe win both hard
Looks
points
like
against
supposedly
supposedly
second best hard
so
point team. First set of rotations is
and
in.
then Thieves win
A
both
couple
searches
missed
against the
opportunities for
best
LA,
search team.
especially on that like P4 rotation, but
Wouldn't
Atlanta
make
FaZe
much sense,
capitalized.
but
About a 50-point lead, and if you got a lead
things
like that,
seem to
you
go
can
that
take
way.
the long routes.
It's the same thing where everyone was hyping OpTic up like they
Trying
were
to
the
set
best
his
hard
team
point
up
team, and they
long-term
lost
for
both hard
P2, and
points
that's the
at
setup.
Major
aBeZy
3
draws the
finals
attention.
against
Slasher
Toronto.
gets the kill. Now you go turn your attention to the
Especially
top.
on this map.
Slasher,
This
he's
was
got
like
a 4. Can he
supposedly their
get streaks
best
this
map.
time around? 2 more, and he gets himself a cruise. This time, Drazah says, nah, brah. Ends the streak right then and there.
Nah, brah.
You have Atlanta FaZe. I mean, again,
Nah,
they got
brah.
P2 spawns, but there's 37 seconds left on P1, so LA Thieves maybe Carpang the DM and Envoy looking for that rotation again. He has been destructive over towards P2.
Oh, wow.
And Slasher gets caught as well. That is 5 in
Envoy
a
on
row.
5.
Cruise opportunity to get, and that was so much time on P1. Atlanta FaZe, I mean, they're still having to fight for the scrap. They're still getting picked apart. Envoy still
Oh, he
doing
got
things.
it.
He
I was
goes
gonna
on
say,
a tear.
a
and his team
big
still
chow
has the
for
spawns. A battle we have indeed.
him trying
Prince
to
of
get the
Darkness, truly
cruise,
royalty
but
here.
he got it before he died.
On
Cammy
HyDra,
5 and
what a play.
14
Here comes the
too.
cruise. Wasting no time
Struggling
whatsoever.
with
That's
the
going to
other
slam
sub
out either
for
P1 or the
Thieves.
players who are trying to make their way through the other side. Nobody home. Everyone from FaZe takes a dip to try to dodge the cruise, and now back on dry land. A slasher taken care of.
And honestly, that's a perfect cruise as well, because you don't really expect him to get kills, but that is so early on the rotation.
He
You can
hears him
spot out all
swimming.
the water routes. Guess who's ready for the routes after the fact? It's Envoy selling towards the back, and block a couple spawns, but
Could be a
it's not like
change
you're
of
going to
lead.
get them, so it's a foot race for a couple players towards the
Two guys.
But Envoy, he has been on a tear at this section of the map. He has been a wall of defense.
Envoy's
You cannot
flying
get
right now.
past
Oh my
Envoy.
God.
All class, all gas, no breaks. Set his team up in LA. Obviously, they have the lead.
That was
Kicking
terrible
ass.
timing.
Helps his boys get the lead. Dylan
Until
Han and
someone got
Envoy.
through, I guess.
A
Simp gets
sensational
two.
performance here in the hard point, trying to close the series out. And Drazah, patient, wise, and lethal here on the back line. Hard point's going to be open in a moment. The pinch will be there, but Atlanta FaZe, they will be first in. We're looking at another lead change.
Nice
There it
shots.
is.
The
That's the gunfight for
headshot.
spawns. Number 5 spawns. The instant Drazah gets that
Three,
kill. So
last
LA
guy.
Thieves turning the map on
aBeZy,
its
last
head.
guy got a
Envoy
kill.
setting them
That's
up,
huge.
and now the team trying to knock them down. Only a 5-point difference for the moment, but now right now for
We got
Atlanta,
two
you're
up
forced
there.
to flood in
Simp's
through
about to hit low.
P1, 50-50 gunfights. Well,
through.
not easy to win. A lot of damage being
It's so
exchanged.
weird when you
LA
see things like that and like neither of
They
them
are
get a
just
kill. You know?
clotheslining Atlanta FaZe right now. Every possible hit has been
FaZe
dealt with.
still
And
spawned
here comes
back
another
there
flying
after they
lariat
just got
from Drazah.
full wipe.
Here you go. That's 5. Looking for number 6. Here
I
you
guess
go. Right into the jaws.
Kind of seems like they didn't
of
even
our
want
Alaskan
to block that spawn, right? They're
And he
like,
has
yeah,
had
we
his
want them to
fill.
spawn
What
back there.
demon.
And they have flipped the map on its
I guess
head
it's
as
better
well,
than
right?
them
They give up
spawning
the
a
back
new,
spawns
right?
at the perfect time.
'Cause
They
then
win
they
the
die.
gunfights at the perfect
They're all
time.
set
They
up
have
for
the
new.
rotation exactly when they want it.
Worked out.
Envoy, the king of the mountain
That's why
right
I'm not a
now, and might
professional
be
Call
a
of Duty
Vaznet,
player.
but his shot has been crispy. Now even Drazah, again, the early cruises on rotation just for the intel, doesn't need to kill anybody. His team's going to be getting that time.
And what a boom
They
that
know
was.
where everyone's at. Makes it easy for them.
Drazah on the other side of the map trying to make their approach forward. FaZe, they've cut out all of the frontline attackers now straight to the hard point. They will soar through the ruins. Topside covered. Trades are done though.
Streams like
LA Thieves still
lagging
maintaining the
a little bit,
trade
doesn't it?
dominance. My good
Kinda seems
God.
like
Here
you're
we go,
dropping
ladies and
frames.
gentlemen, towards the business end of the hard point. Can Atlanta FaZe mount the comeback? Let's go for a listen in.
LA's looking to close it out.
They could already be out, right?
They're getting close.
I think so.
30 seconds away. They're definitely going to get this last 10, right?
I think one's
They're
behind
going
us.
to be less than 20.
Okay, it's fine, stay up front. Yeah, no. MC.
try and block.
19 seconds off. FaZe needs 100. We literally just need one break to put them away. Send FaZe down to losers to play Toronto. So either FaZe or Toronto
Spawn out front.
getting top 6.
I'm just finessing.
Trying to
I don't
help you.
have
Unless
your back.
FaZe
I think.
You guys got my small?
really clutch up here.
Top of me.
I think that's done.
I'm my pawn right now.
No, behind us front. Behind us front. I'm dead. Too. I died. There's 2 front. There's 2 front.
Alright, back door drop.
Yeah, there's 2 front. I spawned the back.
FaZe, the setup falls like a house of cards, and now the LA Thieves are in, and we are looking at a 3-1 in a matter of seconds.
10 seconds.
Getting picked apart
They got
on
the
the
break.
final hill as well. It is the tax in the feed. Drazah 27,
Yeah,
Envoy
there's no way.
26, and LA
All right,
Thieves
that's it.
for the
FaZe or
3-1.
Toronto are getting top 6.
Taking care of business, getting the job done.
He's got the freaking headset hair.
Last met.
Drazah getting a little
Slasher
feisty,
called
talking
himself
that
the teacher. I
rah-rah.
taught you everything
They
you
earned it
know.
though.
And now,
LA Thieves
the students
secured
have
top
become
3.
the masters. The LA
FaZe could be
Thieves
top
have
6.
triumphed
Them or
over
Ultra.
Atlanta FaZe. Lank with the squad. Take it
Got
away,
an interview
boys.
with Envoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? I'm joined by Envoy from the Los Angeles Thieves. Dill, you just got a crazy 3-1 over Atlanta FaZe. You guys are looking on incredible. How you feeling
Envoy
after a big
looking
win?
thick.
Feeling good. Feeling good that I got redemption for the first map because I feel like I made a bunch of bad plays. But even before the series, Zach said, yo, win map 1, even though we didn't. He's like, I got you guys map 2, and he had his map 2. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Zach was going
He was
crazy. You were
frying
doing
in
your
that
thing all
search.
series. Ben, go ahead. You got a question for
Yeah,
Jill?
I mean, we were curious about the map too. I know you guys have had some tough losses against them in the seal. Did you guys put some like extra prep work against them, or just kind of updated tactics from practice?
Obviously, they're one of the better teams still, so
Rocking
we've
an
scrimmed them a
awesome Abby
bunch.
jersey.
So we've scrimmed them on the map, and I mean, their S&D has just been falling off a bit. I mean, it's hard to keep at that pace, you know, undefeated for so long time, and we've always liked playing a CeeLo.
S&D's
You know, it hasn't gone
falling
our
off.
way. We've sucked with our number situations, but we seem to fix those and clutch up when we need to, and that's why we came out with the win.
1.2.
Go ahead, Pat.
Yeah, my question is basically SMG players on HyDra.
Yeah.
I personally think you're probably the best player. So what do you think about that map, your play style that lets you kind of take over on HyDra?
I'm getting slippery in the water.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Breaking out the bathing suit.
No,
Getting
I
slippery.
think the water is deceiving.
Slip and slide, baby.
And I agree with you that HyDra's probably one of the hardest maps to play as a sub, you know, when someone gets posted top ruins, top dome. But it's all about just reading the pressure, reading the map. I mean, obviously you guys have been subs before, so you know when to, you know, when people are playing these power spots, what routes you can and cannot take. And I think it just comes down to that. And
Got the
sometimes,
finesse.
yeah, you got to
Outsmart
finesse.
them.
And sometimes in the moment, it's hard to judge. But like I said, recently, I think I've been doing a good job of it.
Yeah, you've been doing a great job, man. You're hitting form for sure, man. You're definitely getting up there. Kenny also, I
Great
feel like
series out
Kenny's
of
really getting up
Envoy.
there now, too. He's
Yeah.
really getting into his groove.
Now, our chem has been like pretty insane recently, and even in the matches that we don't win, it still feels like we're moving really well on the map together.
Yeah,
you know, baiting
cool.
and switching, and I feel like we both really know our role.
Yeah, well, Dylan, you guys look great. Good luck the rest of the way. Thank you for hopping
right.
on, man.
Appreciate it, guys.
It's always a pleasure, my guy.
Thank
Always
you.
a pleasure.
Desk, back to you.
There it is. Thieves top 3.
Got choked.